I believe. Oh God, I don't even want to say this. I'm going to say it, but there's so much I want to ask you. Me and my boy, we grew up together. We have a lot of sisters, and
You're the youngest, right?
I'm the youngest. I got my one brother. He doesn't, but he's got a lot of sisters. I have a lot of sisters and a brother. Him and his mom are the only people that didn't get vaccinated in his family. I'm the only person that didn't get vaccinated in my family. There's another comedian I can't name who's like, who lies everywhere he goes and says he's vaxxed to work. But
I wonder who it is.
Well, we have a group that we all talk to. There's another chiropractor, and we have often made real things that we're like prepared to see people in our lives go away. And I hate to say that. And I saw your face, and the only reason I commented because your face looked like that, and I don't want any of that to happen. But it scares me because this year, somehow, in the community of comedy and acting, maybe 2 I knew, the rest I knew peripherally, have died. 8 people.
Are you serious? From what? From what?
Natural causes.
Natural causes.
43-year-old, healthy, natural causes. Just died in their sleep. Died in a car.
See, I don't know any of those people. I don't know anyone. I'm trying to think. I have a friend who I met at the dog park of all places, and
a lot gets done there.
So much. It's reality. It's like everyone is so happy and pure, and when they're with their dogs. Anyway, she said she's single, and she said, you don't know what it's like dating. I won't have sex with anyone who's been vaxxed.
I love her.
Like,
it's a pure blood.
And I have to be honest, I think it's a little crazy. And I told her, I'm like, I'm like, what's going to happen to you? Like, then she's like, she's like, no. It's not just that what could go into my body. She's like, but it just is a whole philosophy that if they did that, and I said, well, I don't agree with that. But she's really far out. She's like, I have no dating pool because I won't have sex with someone who's been vaxxed. And I just think, I don't know.
I like her.
You want me to set you up?
I have a girlfriend.
Of course you do.
Who's a pure blood.
Oh, who's a pure blood. Who's a pure blood. She's a lucky woman.
Oh, we're all lucky. But I listen, I want to do a joke about that without alienating the audience because it's true. I have a whole other group. Want to hear another group? I don't want to fuck your time up, but this is so funny. My friend who didn't get it, he goes like this. He's a big New Yorker. I'll try to do him. He's like, all I do is I don't eat no nest.
Oh, my God.
This is real talk. I don't eat no nest. So I'm like, what do you do? He's like, I'll get a blow job. I'll put it in. I got a bag on. I ain't eating no nest.
Wow.
So he'll have sex with a vaccinated woman.
Is he black?
No, he's a New York Jewish guy. But
okay.
That was a black accent. I apologize.
Yeah. No, because I hear that black men don't do that anyway. But I don't know if that's true.
Well, yeah, we don't know. But
that's a funny rumor.
My other buddy, who's a stuntman, says that he will get a blowjob and have sex without a condom, but he won't eat out either. So I'm like, but you're already touching.
I have to tell you, I think it's all crazy, but it's
Isn't
fine.
that funny?
You know what? Live and let live. Like, see, it's a spectrum. It's a spectrum, right?
Yeah, you got a gender spectrum. Why can't we have a vax spectrum?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, it doesn't mean we're QAnon, anti-vaxxer, right?
Well, you're with a man who is it. So I met somebody that was in your shoes, and they basically they feel like you, but they didn't get it. But you're a woman, and you're being.
I didn't get it because I don't like to be controlled.
Exactly, but I'm saying your partner has it. So
yeah.
if you,
Well, I don't like that my son has it. I mean, my husband is older, so I wasn't. I know the older you get. My parents have had it. They should get it. Like I don't have issues. To me, it was for older people and immunocompromised people because they had a lot to lose. But when I see my son or I see young people being forced to get it, that absolutely enraged me. And making little kids wear masks.
It's insane.
And the way I was treated walking my dog outside by neighbors who would say, you're not wearing a mask. And I'd say, there's not a documented case in the world of someone getting COVID outside. That's not true. I mean, it dies when we were across the street from each other. I mean, people when people wearing their masks in the car, and I'll go back to Target.
I want to hear it.
This is really politically incorrect, but
Go for it.
okay, you're gonna love it. So these 3 women who didn't know each other, but they all came together and started yelling at me because I wasn't wearing a mask. Now I have to say, I actually, when I wear a mask, I can't breathe and I start to get like a little bit panicky. So to me, that's worse for my health than if I got COVID because I didn't wear a mask. And masks don't work anyway. But anyway, so I did not wear a mask ever. And if I did, it was for just a couple seconds. So I wasn't wearing the mask.
You're brave that you never wore a mask.
I
was a bitch.
Oh, no, I got yelled at, and I didn't like
But I needed to fucking buy food at Trader Joe's, but I respect that. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, Trader Joe's was a little tougher, a little more liberal. I mean, but Ralph's, I that's where I go, and most of the time, no one ever said anything.
Okay. So you go in.
A couple times I did. So I go into this Target in Santa Cruz, which is crazy, crazy, crazy liberal. And these 3 women they went insane. It was like, it was literally like I was just carrying a loaded gun. I mean, the way they reacted. And one of them was really obese, the one who was really being mean to me. And when I left, and my husband was downstairs, and he was in line buying, and I went down and I said, that woman over there in the line, she just attacked me. And he said, well, you should have said to her, you being obese is a lot more dangerous for you than me not wearing a mask.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh, I never would have thought to say that. And I never would say that. I'm not that type of person, but I like saying it now. I mean, the fact of the matter is my wearing a mask had nothing to do with whether she was going to get COVID, but her being obese did. If she got COVID, she would get really sick. And the thing is, all the people smoking, everyone I know who was young and healthy, my age, people in their 30s and 40s and 50s who got COVID and got really sick, especially people in their 30s and 40s, were smokers. They were all smokers. But we didn't hear about that.
I never did.
And because it's the lungs, right? And then the obesity. Well, no, you don't want to fat shame people. Well, that's one of the number one things is of pre-existing conditions, if you're fat.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, just wear a mask and shut up. Because we don't want to shame people for smoking and being overweight. But those were the predictors, And then there's other predictors that we just don't know, people's immune systems that, but.
How much did they holler at you?
It was bad.
Like, give me a reenactment, one of them.
It was a while ago, but I'll never. Okay, this is what it was. See, I've tried to block it out. You need to wear a mask. It's the law.
What'd you say?
I'm like, but it's okay in California to go sit out there and shoot up fentanyl in front of a school. That's legal. But I'm breaking the law not wearing a mask.
Clap back. And then what happened?
And I guess I can go into that store and steal. I can actually steal $950 in this Target, and that's okay. But I have to wear a mask. So let's talk about the laws. Yeah, it used to be a law that you had to wear a yellow star on your arm if you were Jewish. That was a law. I don't really go with it just because it's a law.
That's going to get you in trouble. But as a Jew, you should be able to say that.
I'm Jewish. I'm saying like...
I know what you're saying.
Laws are... it was so funny when she's like, it's the law. Well, just because it's the law, I mean, what is the law? We're living in a state of lawlessness today. This state has no laws. I mean, you saw what happened with people going into that...
Topanga Canyon.
Oh, my God. And it's just... So don't quote the law to me. It's... And again, I was far away from these people. So it was more like you're not being controlled. It was about control.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sneezing.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't coughing.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can understand them being upset.
Wow. You didn't hit them with one like, shut up, blimp.
I'm so not like... I never would have thought of saying, lose weight and you'll have... No, I would never. That wouldn't even cross my mind. But when my husband said it, I was like, oh. It just... situational ethics. That's what we're living in.
What does that mean?
Situational ethics.
Ooh, this is good. What time did we even start? I don't even know. It's just like I'm on a timeless journey.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Situational ethics means your ethics changes within the sitch.
Yeah, it's like what I decide, right? It's based on the situation. It's not an objective. It's not objective. It's subjective. And so.
This is incredible.
It's. I'm not saying that this was the case, but if this woman saw some poor people, poor, I'm going to put in quotes because how do you know, but come in and steal stuff and walk out, that would have been maybe okay for her, but me not wearing a mask was sacrilege. That situation.
You're the one causing a felony. They're not.
Right.
Yeah. How long have you lived in Los Angeles?
Since June 1990.
Wow. Okay.
I'm from Miami, actually.
You are? I thought you were a New Yorker.
I never.
Miami Beach?
No, Miami, South Miami.
Like, okay. So you're in Miami. Your dad was what doctor?
Eye surgeon.
Eye surgeon. Your mom's what?
She was a school teacher before being a full-time mom.
Wow.
And they're from the Midwest. They're Chicago and Detroit.
I love a nice Miami girl. Like, I have another friend who's reared from Miami. Similar upbringing as yours. Like, I think that's just a different vibe. It's more laid back, common sense.
And it's very international.
Yes.
Which I love. People from all different cultures. And
it really is. So that's good. So your parents live down there, like South Dade County or somewhere?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So my friend Flip, he's from Fort Lauderdale. I love that whole vibe of it's a good community down there.